Ever found yourself stranded with zero signal just when you needed it most? What if I told you there is a revolution underway that could make no service a thing of the past? How did we go from clunky satellite phones to the brink of connecting your everyday smartphone directly to satellites? Stick around, because today we are uncovering the evolution of today's phone services, from the early days of basic messaging to the cutting-edge direct-to-cell projects, and exploring how this technology will reshape our future. Let's journey back to where it all began. In 1957, Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite, launched into orbit, igniting the space race and marking the dawn of satellite communications. Initially, satellites were used primarily for military and scientific purposes, but it wasn't long before their potential for global communication was realized. By the late 60s and 70s, satellites like Telstar and Intelsat enabled transcontinental television broadcasts and international phone calls. Fast forward to the late 90s and early 2000s, satellite services like Iridium and Global Star emerged, offering voice and limited data services anywhere on the planet. These pioneers laid the groundwork but faced challenges. The phones were bulky, expensive, and out of reach for the average consumer. Coverage was spotty, and latency issues made real-time communication difficult. But technology, as we know, doesn't stand still. Satellite communications evolved, and so did the use cases. From providing essential links for remote resource stations to enabling emergency communications during disasters, satellites proved their worth. Companies like Inmarsat and Thuraya joined the fray, improving accessibility and reducing costs. Yet, the need for specialized equipment remained a barrier for widespread adoption. So, where does satellite internet fit into all this? Services like Starlink have been game changers, beaming high-speed internet down to Earth from low Earth orbit satellites. But here's the kicker: satellite internet and satellite phone services aren't the same. Satellite internet requires a dish for precise alignment and isn't optimized for direct communication with mobile phones. The frequencies and technologies used differ significantly from those needed for voice and messaging services that our smartphones rely on. Establishing a phone connection over internet-focused satellites like Starlink's initial satellites isn't straightforward. It involves overcoming challenges like signal strength, latency, and ensuring compatibility with existing cellular networks. Now, let's talk about the present, where things get really exciting. In 2022, Apple introduced emergency SOS via satellite on the iPhone 14. This feature allows users to send emergency texts when they are off the grid. No bulky equipment, just your iPhone and the sky above. It's a limited service for now, focusing on life-saving scenarios, but it's a significant step toward mainstream satellite connectivity. T-Mobile teamed up with SpaceX to announce plans for direct-to-cell coverage using Starlink's next-generation satellites. Their vision? Your regular smartphone connecting directly to satellites, eradicating mobile dead zones altogether. Enter AST SpaceMobile, a company ambitiously working on launching satellites that act as cell towers in space. They've already deployed their prototype satellite, BlueWalker 3, aiming to provide 4G and eventually 5G speeds directly to standard mobile phones without any extra hardware. Use cases? The possibilities are vast. Emergency response. First responders and individuals can communicate during natural disasters when traditional networks fail. Remote work and travel. Digital nomads and adventurers stay connected in the most remote locations, think mountaintops or deep in the wilderness. Maritime and aviation connectivity. Passengers aboard ships and planes enjoy consistent coverage without expensive and limited onboard systems. Agriculture and IoT devices. farmers and remote sensors transmit data from rural areas, improving efficiency and productivity. Current implementations include AST Space Mobile, promising true broadband speeds directly to devices, but still in testing phases. T-Mobile and SpaceX Starlink partnership, ambitious plans with broad support, targeting initial services in the near future. Apple's Emergency SOS, available now but limited to emergency texting and only on the latest iPhones. Legacy providers like Iridium or Global Star, reliable for specialized uses but requiring dedicated devices. So, what's on the horizon? We can anticipate these services expanding beyond emergency use for everyday connectivity. Imagine seamless global roaming without worrying about coverage maps or international plans. Future use cases might include universal connectivity. Whether you're hiking in the mountains, sailing across oceans, or journeying through deserts, you'll stay connected with friends, family, and colleagues. Enhanced emergency communication. Beyond basic SOS messages, full voice and data capabilities mean you can share detailed information with rescuers, send images, and receive real-time assistance during crises when traditional networks are down. Adventure and exploration. Outdoor enthusiasts can venture off the grid without losing touch. Safety and communication no longer have to be compromised for the sake of adventure. Global travel without borders. Travelers can navigate foreign lands without worrying about roaming charges or incompatible networks. Your phone just works everywhere. Remote work empowerment. Professionals working in remote locations, think researchers, wildlife photographers, and geologists can collaborate in real time, transmit data, and access resources as if they were in the city. Maritime and aviation communication. Passengers and crew on ships and airplanes can maintain seamless communication without relying on expensive and limited onboard systems. Agriculture and rural development. Farmers in remote areas can access market data, weather updates, and coordinate logistics, improving efficiency and productivity. Disaster relief and humanitarian aid. Aid workers can coordinate efforts in areas hit by natural disasters, where infrastructure is damaged or non-existent, enhancing response times and effectiveness. In terms of implications, consumers will have greater freedom and security, knowing you are connected wherever you go. It could revolutionize how we travel, work remotely, and stay safe. Industries will explore new markets and opportunities in sectors like logistics, agriculture, and environmental science due to reliable connectivity. The technology will undoubtedly face various challenges, including regulatory hurdles, spectrum allocation, and ensuring affordability so that these services are accessible to all. As for the brands poised to lead the industry, SpaceX with its aggressive expansion, AST Space Mobile with its innovative technology, and collaborations like T-Mobile and SpaceX are strong contenders. Traditional telecoms may need to adapt quickly or collaborate to stay in the game. Now, how do you see satellite direct-to-cell technology impacting your daily life? What excites you the most about being connected anywhere on the globe? Do you have any concerns about privacy, environmental impacts, or other challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more tech explorations. Check out the link below to support the channel. Your support helps us bring you the latest insights and trends. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep reaching for the stars.